Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
This take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Cannon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
A gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Cannon.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players. playmakers, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably... Should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Number 24. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Seahawks score, Seahawks 7. Cardinals nothing.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The tackle made by Jordan.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He was brought down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety, fighting through. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run with Cannon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
It's 2nd and 8. At their
now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, like that.
Is no good. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
This is Logan. And he's he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
On third down, it's Logan. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Gurley. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 7.
From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Coming to you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
Jordan Phillips, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Watch twins. SOS. 19. SOS. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. That is caught inside the 5. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gain on the play.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Logan, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And a Cardinal first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
2-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Field goal.
Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down, Cardinals.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They run again with Logan, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Cardinals 23, Seahawks. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out. Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up. Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them. Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it? It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Wilson to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime. I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up two fingers. Easy now. Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they? Back to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And that is going to seal this.
Tonight's final score, Seahawks.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.